good governance, peace, order, and security. In these circumstances, having soberly reflected on and evaluated the political situation in Rivers State, and the governor and deputy governor of Rivers State having failed to make a request to me as president to issue this proclamation as required by Section 305, Paragraph 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it has become inevitably compelling for me to invoke the provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025, and I so do.
Breaking news. On March 18, 2025, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State due to escalating political crisis and recent incidents of pipeline vandalism by militants. This declaration led to the suspension of Governor Similaye Fubara, Deputy Governor Ngozi Odo, and all members of State House of Assembly for an initial period of 6 months. But then the question is, does President Tinubu have the legitimacy, the constitutional right to actually suspend or remove a sitting governor, a well democratically elected sitting governor of a state? Let's find out together. So the president expressed deep concern over the prolonged political instability in Rivers State, highlighting the state's governance paralysis and recent violent incidents, including explosion and vandalization of petroleum pipelines linked to political unrest. He criticized Governor Fubara for failing to address these issues effectively. To manage the state's affairs during this period, President Tinubu appointed the retired Vice Admiral Ebok Ete Ibas as the administrator of the River State. Wow, administrator of the River State. Okay, let's go. The president assured that this declaration does not affect the judicial arm of River State, which shall continue to function in accordance with its constitutional mandate. The state of emergency enables the federal government to make regulation to run the state and allows authorities to deploy security forces as needed to restore order. The National Assembly will review and decide on the president's proclamation. The question now is, does the president have constitutional right to remove a democratically elected governor? What did the Nigeria Constitution say about this? Let's read together. No. This is an answer to the question. No, the president, that is the Nigerian president, does not have the constitutional power to suspend a democratically elected governor. Constitutional provisions. Let's read carefully. Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, as amended, outlines the only process for the removal of a governor. That is through impeachment by the by the State House of Assembly. Then 2, Section 305 allows the president to declare a state of emergency in a state, but does not grant the power to remove or suspend the governor. Instead, the president must seek approval from the National Assembly, and the governor continues to function unless otherwise removed through legal means, which is that impeachment by the State Assembly. Third, Supreme Court precedent. This is reference in 2016, during President Olusegun Obasanjo's tenure, a state of emergency was declared in Plateau and Ekiti states, and their governors were replaced. However, this was widely criticized as unconstitutional. This reference was widely criticized as unconstitutional because it doesn't hold water in Nigerian constitution. It doesn't have a stand. And legal experts argued that such action violates democratic principle. And that is the point. So in conclusion, if President Tinubu has indeed suspended Governor Fubara, it would be considered unconstitutional and illegal unless backed by a valid judicial or legislative process. Now, those valid judicial or legislative process is still falling back impeachment procedures. The only lawful way to remove a governor is through impeachment by the State House of Assembly or a court. So my people, honestly, I just got this news right now, and I won't lie, we are in a mess. Well, we all know that the rivers crisis have lingered for so long, and we don't know where it's being fueled or who is fueling it, But what I have to say is that, is this actually the best way this could be resolved? So I really do not understand what to say about this, but let's see how this goes. I mean, suspending the governor for the period of 6 months, that is a call for lawlessness. I mean, he made mention of administrator, but it's going to be a difficult one. Putting someone in a position of, it's more like imposition, yeah. This is a state that has a governor, just like the constitution, artfully, stated. The governor cannot be removed or suspended in any other way other than either by court or by impeachment process initiated by State House of Assembly. And here we are having it that today being 8th March 2025. President, in as much as we recommend the president that he has, we of course, president has the executive power to actually, do some sort of things, do some adjustment, pending issues in court and all that, just like the likes of Nnamdi Kanu's issues and everything. Mostly some issue like a governor that was elected, duly elected, democratically elected governor in a state who still at same gesture of constitution has right, executive power as well. He cannot be just removed or suspended by the president. It is in the constitution. We have the citation here, quite obvious, but I don't really know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. What's going on? So if the constitution is actually saying that the governor could only be removed by impeachment, why are we having him be removed today by executive president? Like, does even what am I? Who is sensing what I'm sensing? I don't really know, but whichever way this goes, the people of the river states, I know this will fall back at you guys, just like I said in my former video. Whatever decision that these politicians are taking is just for themselves and for themselves alone. That's nothing you can tell me. I just wish this gets off River State anytime soon, because this war, like the suspension, is more like igniting more to it. And this is what ordinarily the president can actually settle within just a day. So this suspension now for the period of 6 months, what does that tell you? This is just the elongation of the crisis. It's just the elongation of the crisis. And the proof I have in there is that, okay, now just let's imagine what it feels like when there's no governor. Somebody's placed to act like the administrator of the state, but it's not just going to be easy. We are talking about somebody that was not elected, duly elected by the people of River State. So it's not just going to be easy. And sometimes I ask myself, are we playing are we actually obeying the back cover of the constitution or the content? So sometimes I ask if actually we are obeying the content of the constitution or the back cover of the constitution, because it is boldly written and cited. So why is it being abused? But then, nevertheless, whatever we want is peace. I believe that Tinubu is going to, in whatever way, do what is necessary, because the River State people are not even going to agree to this, because this is obviously going to be a problem. I'm not suggesting a problem, but I wish the crisis that Tinubu is trying to actually subject is not going to erupt. We are talking about a governor of a state here, not a local government chairman or ward councillor. So on this regards, we will continue with whichever news that comes up again about this particular development, So if you have anything to say about this, maybe you are a lawyer or you are just a Nigerian, just put it down in the comment section. Let's see what you feel about this new development about River State crisis.